Hello, wrestling fans. Clint Charisma. Hey, that's me. And today I'm with Jeremiah Plunkett.
Yellow again, everybody. Jeremiah Plunkett and Quentin Charisma. Once again, we are right along ringside and ready to go with another big week of the Territorial Rasslin Review. Quentin, how you doing, my friend?
I'm hanging in there. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I finally not bruised up and looking like a leper. Was able to dive back and work out, so I'm feeling good. I meant leopard, but whichever.
Well, we know what you mean. I'm still trying to recover from this past weekend.
What was this past weekend?
I went to Evansville.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you get to see the Coliseum?
I didn't have time. I drove by. Our hotel's right down from it. Drove by it 2 times, but we were so behind on schedule both days. I didn't get to stop and look or anything.
I
But
hate
yeah, our
that.
hotel's just like 4 or 5 blocks down from it. It's right down there.
Man, did you at least
Oh,
get a good cool look at the outside, or
yeah, yeah,
because it's a really
yeah.
cool looking building on the outside as well. The
Yeah,
inside's gorgeous.
I drove by it and looked around it, and
Well, let me rephrase. The inside at one time you could tell was gorgeous.
yeah.
It's been through some things, but
Well, it's 100 years old, ain't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a cool building right across the street from it. I don't know what that was. But that was a really cool looking building.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is either. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's really cool. I gotta give Evansville City's. I don't know, but what part was said that the architecture is really that. I don't know. It's just really for a city that size. You wouldn't think they had that. A lot of the old architecture is really. It's really cool. And
There's some city. Cincinnati's actually a city like that too, where like they kept a lot of the old buildings,
yeah,
and I like
um,
that. When it's well kept up, that looks awesome.
yeah, yeah. We stayed at the Hyatt downtown. It was right smack downtown.
Like I said
And
last week, you can't hide money.
yeah, I said, hey, use those. Hey, anybody that I highly recommend joining AAA because you get discounts with that stuff. But the building beside us and everything, these houses, man, just just uh, really kind of New Orleans look to some of the buildings, to the houses, and the architecture's really yeah they've kept a lot of the old look, which nowadays is kind of shocking. I was shocked about it. Now, talking about the baseball stadium. You know, I love baseball. I'm a big baseball history buff. I'm sorry, that place is a dump.
Wow. Okay. Shots fired.
Yes, I'm sorry. You can update and renovate and still keep it historic. Look at Wrigley Field. Man, they haven't did nothing. That place is a dump. You get there, they have one ticket window open. One. That's for walk up and will call. After you stand in line forever, then you have to get out of line and go over here and get another line to go in. After you done got your ticket at the booth. And they have one person taking tickets to one little gate.
How
Horrible.
popular is baseball there?
I said they maybe had 1,000 Saturday, maybe. And then what you got everybody coming up. Like I said, will call and walk up has to use the same line.
Yeah.
So it's in most places you have a will call window and then a walk up window, right? So everybody wants to get, but now you had one window for both. So everybody had to get in line. If you had, so everybody had to get in the line, and then you had to get a line, go walk over, get in another line to go through the gate. It didn't make no sense. It's like, make another ticket booth there. It's not hard. And they're really pushing the line for ADA laws. The handicap section was probably, for the whole place, was just a little section, maybe 20 foot wide for the whole stadium. And it wasn't deep because people were in chairs. They're some like the big chairs, like the big motorized ones. Like their back ends was almost hanging out into the walkway.
Oh
It's
wow.
like, and it's not the ramps are. It's the old where the concourse is down below and everything. And then you go up to the seats. And those ramps are just. It's like I don't know. They haven't updated anything. And it's just like the same layout. The seats for general admission look like they look like the original seats. They're wood,
Oh wow.
wood and metal, not metal and plastic.
Are they
Yeah.
tiny like a Bridgestone Arena?
Oh, they're tinier, dude.
Dude, I always said, that old phrase, an ass every 18 inches. Bridgestone Arena built that place with that in mind.
Yeah, these were like look like the original seats from the 20s. So everybody was small back then. Yeah, it just
So has there been baseball in Evansville for a long time?
yeah. Actually, that stadium's the third oldest one in America.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Except actually, if it's not third, it's fourth because there's actually a field up in Kentucky. Oh crap! It's around the town Porter used to run. What town? In between Madisonville and Central City. There's a little town that actually has a field that the Pittsburgh Pirates had spring training there one time back like in the 20s or something, or might have been earlier than that. But it's not a regular full time, But I think it's like the third oldest consistently used stadium in America, behind Wrigley and Fenway. Because like I said, they did the League of Their Own. They filmed it there.
Oh yeah, you're telling me that. Did they have any cool, like, I don't know, like a movie history thing there about
No.
her? Like no mention of, hey, this hit movie was filmed here.
They never talked about it. I didn't really see nothing. Dana said there was a poster of it in the women's bathroom. The few posters I seen, because they didn't really have a concourse. It was basically you come in, you're outside, you walk up the ramps, and then you're on the little walkway. It separates general admission and the upgrade seating. And on those ramps, you have a bathroom on one side of the ramp, concession on the other side of the ramp. So there's no really there really was not a concourse. So they really had nothing to hang up anywhere. They did have the girls that do the games and stuff in between innings. They wear the uniforms like the women did in the movie, the baseball players. But no, there wasn't. I mean, I guess because like I said, there's no place to hang up anything because it's so outdated, But they just it needs upgrade. It needs upgraded bad.
Well, and it's so funny too because when we were at Great American Ballpark, they had stuff in one of the merchandise things of a League of Their Own, and I'm like, so the place where it was filmed has nothing.
They had a little gift shop. I didn't go in there. Dana went in there. They might have something in there, but the gift shop was tiny. So, I mean, they might have. I don't know. I didn't go in there and look. So, but no, you'd think there'd be more stuff about it, but there really wasn't.
I'll tell you what I'd have in every gift shop. I would have a faux autographed baseball that says "Avoid the clap, Jimmy Duggan."
Ain't that the truth?
Every one of them.
Yeah, I forgot to ask my buddy. I forgot to ask him if they still have the water fountain that Tom Hanks pissed in. I forgot to ask him if it was still in the dugout. I'm sure they took them out now.
We're gonna drink out of it.
No, I was just wondering if they still had, because nothing else was updated in the stadium. That's why I figured I should ask them if they still had the water fountains in there. The dugouts, man, they were right on. I mean, I've never seen dugouts so close. Usually they're right behind the first base and third base.
Yeah.
And they come from that and they come in. These start from 10 foot from home plate on this side, 10 foot from home plate on this side, and then they go out. It's crazy. Well, I guess it's old, but they haven't updated. They put up a scoreboard, but just
so they don't have guys coming out and hanging up numbers.
No, they don't have electronic scoreboard. I was shocked.
But for real though, how awesome would it be if you went there and they had the guy run out?
Well, that actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was about to say. See, it's not all bad.
But I just thought the amenities would be updated. Leave the field like it is, but update the stuff inside.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Did they have updated uniforms?
Yeah.
I want them all just be fat old guys who look like Babe Ruth.
It's nowadays Babe Ruth's not fat. Today's standards.
For baseball, he is. He's not built like an athlete.
Look at was it the first baseman for who is it? Milwaukee, and then what's the first baseman for the Marlins? They showed a thing earlier this year. Two of his teammates got in his pants. Were in his pants. Yeah, but anyway, I guess the way it's built, they can't update. They could build out. That's what they need to do and update it. Put in, better. It's just build another little ticket booth at least,
Yeah.
for will call. And it just, I don't know, it's like they don't want to mess up but still, I mean,
That's
you got
wild.
to do something.
The Sounds new stadium is amazing.
I haven't been.
When I did that deal, getting my head smashed in by the mascot, I went and I was like, this is what do they consider? Do they consider minor league or
Minor League's AAA.
yeah? So I'm like, this is a minor league team. Like it's nice, man.
All the new AAA minor league fields are really, really nice. Even actually the Bowling Green Hot Rods field up here, they're single A. It's nice. But
Yeah.
the place is old. It's just old. I guess I don't want to take away the historic look of it, but you got to make it. There's got to be some. You got to do something because it was horrible. One of the worst experiences I've had at a baseball stadium. So, but
they're holding on to tradition. They're just white knuckle holding on to tradition. And hey, that's what we do on this podcast. You think about it. Most likely, the match we're about to watch is going to have a single light above the ring, and half the crowd's going to be smoking indoors.
Oh, good gosh, they were smoking indoors until 5 years ago at some places.
I've wrestled in Alabama 8 years ago, and they're still smoking inside. I thought I was going to die.
Did you ever work Shelbyville when it was smoking inside?
Not that I know of.
Oh my! Try summertime. 150, 200 people in there smoking.
This was Alvin Wallace's in in Alabama. The ring on one side is held up with 2 cinder blocks under the post. They've got like 3 full-size posts and like a shorty ring post, with cinder blocks under it. Drew Haskins and I are walking to the ring. Drew got us the booking, and I'm cussing him the entire way. And then I try to breathe, and it is summertime. It's hot.
Yes.
And I try to breathe, and smoke. Our
I think
pipes smelled like smoke because there's no ventilation.
Yeah. Tell you, I think the most I've ever been blowed up was probably.
I think I know this story.
I've told it before.
Gilbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I ain't gonna tell it then. I ain't gonna tell it.
Well, no. Here, well, I can tell you that. I think I can tell you the overall of it. Bert's running a tent in the summer in a parking lot and allowing people to smoke in it.
Yes.
You've, I believe, already wrestled once.
Okay, I'll tell the story.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Don't pull it out of me. Okay, it was into Mayish, so it was
early summer.
Early summer. He's running the Stockyard in Nashville, which
is a nice restaurant.
A very nice restaurant. It's a world famous Stockyard Bullpen Lounge. So
nobody on the card could afford to eat there.
No, but in the parking lot, the Stockyard had a big event tent they used. So Bert, he got the deal somehow to run there. He's running during the week. Then on Saturdays, he'd usually run Lebanon. But this was like during the week. And I want to say maybe a Wednesday. Yeah, because I called in. I was supposed to work. Because it was a Wednesday. Because I usually work on Wednesdays at my job at the time. And I called in that night because I had a booking. And so it's this big tent. And it's got sides on it all the way around. And it's got these lights. They got the lights inside the stand-up light things. So they're right on the ring. So it's putting out heat on that. I worked the first match against Hillbilly, which is Big Bully Douglas. First match. Then I come back in the main event. It's me and Tom Burton against Jamie Dundee and Doug Gilbert. So I already worked one match. And it was like, man, it's hot out there. So then I was in the main event working the tag. So we go like 20 minutes, and it is just, it's so hot in there. And I'm doing the grunge gimmick, so I got a T-shirt and a flannel over it. So it makes me even hotter. I'm just dying. And so that hot tag, heat's on Jamie, hot tag to Doug. We come in, boom, boom, boom. He shoots. I see him. He picks up Burton and shoots me. He's a backdrop. And I was like, I ain't taking no backdrop. He picks up backdrop. I said, hit me with an elbow. I can't. I'm blowed up. He's like, backdrop. I said, no, I can't. And he shot me off. And I think I walked to the ropes. I was so blowed up. And I came back and he hit me with the elbow and I went down. And I was sucking and went so bad. The air felt like you just like cut it. Cause it was so, it was awful, dude. I've never, even when I first started, when you first start, you get blowed up all the time. what I've never been looked this bad in my life. And I was in fairly decent shape at that time. I hadn't got bowled up in years. And but man, it was just you couldn't breathe. The air was so thick from the smoke. And but yeah, so then was in the finish, and I had Jamie covered. And he come in to break up, and he had on cowboy boots on. Man, he kicked me in my back, stomped me. Oh man, he kicked me so hard. But I was like, man, I couldn't have. There's no way I could have jumped for a backdrop. Even if I wanted to take one.
Yeah.
I was so blowed up, man. I mean, I basically walked the ropes when he shot me off because it was so hot in there. I mean, it was hot. It was hot, but it was the air. You couldn't breathe, you know? I mean, it was hot. It wasn't like hot as in, it was like the air was so thick. You couldn't get no air in your lungs.
Yeah.
It was like you were smothered. And when we got to the back, and I was just taking my water bottle, just pouring my face out, pouring my mouth, I was so blowed up. And he comes back. It was this little trailer, and it's like a little office trailer. And he come back here. He says something. He goes, "That brother didn't want to take no backdrop." I said, "Man," I said, "Doug, I told you I was blowed up." I said, "I would have got you over." I said, "I couldn't even hit the ropes, Doug." I said, "I was so blowed up." He's like, "You still could have took a backdrop." I'm like, "Dude, I couldn't even hit the ropes. I walked into the rope." That was the worst I've ever done because you couldn't. Like I said, well, it was hot, but it was because when I worked the first match, I could tell it was like, man, this air's a little, thick in here, stuffy. And by the first match to the last match, 2 hours of national crowd smoking in a tent. I say that Burton drew pretty good. I think there's probably, I say about 150 maybe.
That's crazy. We recently went to a concert in Sparta. When I say concert, we went to the fair, and my father-in-law was playing, and we're watching him, and somebody sat on the little pull-up bleachers down from us and was smoking, and we wanted to die. I know at one point it probably never bothered me because everywhere did it. My parents used to smoke, and they'd smoke in the car with me, and the windows rolled up. But now that we know what real air tastes and smells like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I thought, I used to watch Shelbyville in the summertime smoking in there, and it would get bad, but that tent, it just.
Shelbyville would at least have the back door open, and a couple of the windows were broke. So,
well, I mean, they had some kind of ventilation. I mean, it was, there was some airflow in there somehow, but that was a tent with sides on it.
Yeah.
Like a banquet tent. And like I said, by the first match I was in, then I was in the main event, you could tell a big difference. I mean, like I said, I could tell a bit in the first match, it was bad, but by the time the main event, 2 hours later, it was hot, but it was the air. You couldn't breathe. It just smothered you. And
I've been in situations like that. I've also been in where it's cold in the venue and you get blown up, and then that air almost hurts to breathe in.
It hurts your lungs.
Yeah.
That's how you catch pneumonia.
I've been in that, and actually, like a lot of TV stuff, because those lights are so hot, they'll compensate with the air, and I had to get used to that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, it's how do we get on this?
How do we get on to anything? We're talking about how we're holding on to tradition, just like the Evansville ballpark.
Yeah.
Because the match we're about to watch will have people smoking in the crowd. I'm pretty sure of it. And we'll probably have one light above the ring.
Definitely smoke. Definitely. All right. You want to get to the match then?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So, this match is brought to us by Old School Rasslin on YouTube. That's Rasslin with a W. That's incorrect, but we talked about that last week. The match is Roddy Piper versus Greg Valentine. It's listed as Roddy Piper versus Greg Valentine, 1983 Mid-Atlantic. We actually did look up the date of the event. It was July 9th, 1983, I believe. We have the card pulled up. We will discuss it later, but we didn't want to see who won, even though with the dog collar match coming up, a month away, if even a month away.
No, more than that. Said July?
Yeah, when was Starrcade?
4 months.
Oh, November. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking Great American Bash.
The first match. You never know.
Yeah, I'm thinking Great American Bash. That's where I got confused.
Okay.
But with that said, I've got everything set up to 000. Quentin is over there set up. If you're set up at home and you're following along with us, hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
You got Piper just standing in the ring.
I'm trying to see what the shirt is. It
I
looks like
know it's a lion.
is it a lion? It's just like airbrushed on a yellow T-shirt.
I think it's a lion. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, whatever it is, it's
It's
airbrush.
some kind of jungle cat. I always really liked, because obviously his hot rod shirt was his real big popular one.
Yeah.
But he had the one that was like,
look at this big
oh
what do you
wow,
call it? 110 camera with the stick flash on it.
and I just saw something else that I want to discuss here in a second. But he had the white shirt with the panther head on it.
Yeah,
that was a cool shirt.
I remember that one.
What about this referee with his
That's
giant?
Sonny Fargo. That's Sonny Fargo.
Oh, that's Rough House Fargo, huh? All right, but he's got
these
giant blue lapels.
Oh, what belt's that?
Is that the U.S.? I believe that's the U.S. But and these bright blue pants.
Oh, he was styling. He did a lot of those. He did a lot of those jumpsuits too, the colored jumpsuits.
I always enjoyed the jumpsuits. Japan did jumpsuits a lot too, from time to time.
So Valentine's the champion. He's taking his time.
I'm disappointed that we got single color tights Roddy. I liked when he would do the plaid, but it looks like he's rocking his plaid boots.
As I said, I think the boots are. I think.
Yeah, they are. Nice.
Yeah, the boots are.
Look at Valentine.
Looked good back in, didn't he?
The brother is.
No knee pads, man.
He never wore them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
What?
He had some big old shoulders, didn't he?
Man, so solid. Just Jesus.
He's in great shape right then.
You know, I'll say this. Facially, he's always looked old.
Yeah, he has always looked old. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Ref says, come on, let's go. They must have had a few matches before this because Piper's just staring a hole. Or if they didn't have a match for this, they've had some kind of build up on TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is obviously into the feud. This isn't, just a first cold match.
Yeah, because Valentine's hesitant and Piper hasn't just. He's been. Well, he's over to him now, but he would just stood there staring at him. Yep. Valentine powders out.
Well, good to see some things never change.
How many people we see smoking out in the crowd?
Actually, I haven't seen anyone yet.
That's kind of.
But we do have the single light ring.
Yeah, sure do.
Oh yeah, they've definitely been wrestling. Look at Piper's chest.
They've been working all week around the loop. I'm interested to see where this actual match was from when we look at the results. Get a lockup. Oh, here we go. It already started. Bam.
There we go.
Look at him. Oh, Piper's got him rocking. He's covering up. He's powdering out. Look at the people
covering up for
look at the people popping like crazy already.
Probably covering up for a shoot.
Yeah. Somebody just threw some ice at Valentine. Did you see that?
I did. And I saw, and I'm hoping we get another view, the most brothered out guy walking to his seat in the front row. He had a trucker hat, two sizes too small white T-shirt tucked in.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He was living it. I can't remember the comedian's name, but he looked like this comedian that always wears a trucker hat. He was on SNL for a while. I think he was a writer, but looked just like him. But that dude does it as a gimmick.
Little Piper, he's fine. Look, he's breathing. He's intense. Look at him.
Piper's built like that neighborhood dad who does a lot of push-ups.
Okay. Look at the intensity on his face, man.
Yeah, man. He's staring
That's
a
a good
hole for
close up.
Valentine. That is
Oh,
good, yeah.
nice forearms. Oh, nice forearms. Piper's selling. I can't how he's selling them. Big punch. Well, Piper powders out. Well, back in. Oh, here he fires up. Bam. It's neat. I think those shots look wild. You know, they were probably taters because, man, they just look like he was asleep.
No, it's either miss you or kill you.
Some of those, he was just swinging.
He takes no time to measure, which is part of Piper's charm and why he's so popular. But, man, you know, there were half-live rounds at least.
Yeah. Valentine on the floor selling. I was like, he's going to start the count. Nope, broke it. Piper's wanting to get him in there.
I'm still waiting for the smoker. Maybe we won't see one. Maybe I spoke too soon. I haven't seen anyone smoking on this one.
I don't know. I think we will hear in a minute. We'll have to see somebody smoking.
Maybe this match will be so good at the finish, everyone will just light up.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, so at the end of it, going, "Oh, that's a good one."
Ooh, Greg Valentine showing a little emotion on his face.
Yeah.
Looks like he wants to be there. I shouldn't bag on Greg Valentine. I love Greg Valentine. Man, his indie appearances, it looks like he'd rather be anywhere else.
Yeah. Ref time not to punch. Oh, yeah. He's just throwing them in. Look.
Yeah. It's kind of just cover your face and bring it.
Yeah. Big knee. Oh. Look at Piper. He's shaking his head. Valentine's shaking his head too.
Oh, yeah, the big beg off.
Yeah. Oh, pop
yeah,
ears.
bell clapper.
Begging off again in the corner.
Selling an ear, by the way.
Huh?
Selling an ear.
Yeah. Oh, knee lift. Well, not lift, knee to the gut, I mean. Uh-oh. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it was. You don't see Gutbuster a lot.
No. Dropping the knees to the side, that's good. I never see that. It's either the back or you know, or to an arm or something, but it was actually to his side. That's different.
And everything Valentine does looks so solid too. Probably because it was, but I know this was.
Oh yeah.
That's the family tradition right there.
Boom. Yeah. There was a snug. Piper's coming back in. Well, no, he on the apron, cuts him off. Goes to the elbow, misses. Oh, poke! Poke!
So what was the Valentine finish? Like, I know Greg used the figure four in the WWF. Was it always the figure four with him?
I think so. Maybe. I can't.
Well, because he's known as the Hammer.
Oh, he's got his eye?
Oh, yeah. He's thumb in the eye, too. I like that. I like an eye gouge as opposed to just like the little flick.
Yeah.
The gouge looks so much more vicious.
He's selling the crap out of it, too.
Yeah. But like, so I thought that it was like, I didn't think it was the actual elbow or the forearm smash. I thought it might have been like an elbow drop or something. But I didn't know if it was always the figure four.
Because I hadn't seen much of his stuff except for his WWF stuff, and that was figure four. Is he going for the ear, too? He's going for his ear now, ain't he?
I love that, though. Like, let's right back.
Well,
this will actually play into the chain match.
They're both going for the ear. Oh, nice forearms. Oh.
I think Piper's already taped up.
Honestly, it looked really white, didn't it?
Yeah, no, his ear's taped already.
It is, ain't it? Sure is.
They must have done something actually before that, and that was the story of this.
It looks like there's something. It looks really white. It looks like there's something on there.
Yeah, no, he's taped up for sure.
Oh, that knee looked good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, this must be further into the storyline. Yeah, he's already got an ear taped up. Yep, sure does. Let's get a little bit of tape on it. It's not like a big thing, but it's he's got the load taped up. Oh, elbow, nice.
So good. Up.
Ropes.
Up. His head disappeared under the apron. Wonder what that means.
Couldn't tell if he was. Is he gonna post him? Oh, his ear!
Ah.
He's gigging his ear. Oh, oh, he's gonna gig his ear. Oh my gosh!
I wonder if he's wearing tape on his wrist. I was about to say, I wonder if he had it in the tape on his ear,
or if he already had it gigged and but covered it up in the back. You don't want it to bleed a lot, just enough to.
Yeah.
So if you can stop it, then get it going again. You can get it going to get pretty good.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if the ear would bleed that much though. It's cartilage. Yeah, that's why you can break your nose and it not bleed because it's cartilage.
I don't know. Mine bled pretty good. My nose.
not always. And yes, yours did. But mine didn't. When I broke my nose, it didn't bleed at all. That's why I didn't go get it checked out.
Oh, elbow in the ear.
They're telling a great story on the ear.
Yeah.
And knowing Piper, I bet he starts selling like his equilibrium being off.
There's color because he's got some on his forearm, it looked like.
Yep. He never got his blade out of his tape. It just cut his wrist.
Yeah. Look at him battling this punch. This has been a brawl. Man, a good brawl. Oh, look, he's covering that. Yeah, this is good. Look, oh, nice shots.
He's making them earn getting to the ear, too.
Yeah. He's got to work the body over, and then he'll get like one shot in. He's duck. Look at him duck. Oh, rope-a-dope. What do they call it?
Yeah, that's it. Rope-a-dope.
Okay. Oh!
Nice.
Right in the mush. He's firing up. Oh, what was that?
Just a freaking bulldogging takedown.
Just a fight takedown.
But this is good, man. It's like,
yeah,
not too, little wrestling hole here and there. Boom.
Yeah, it's been a brawl, but it's actually had some psychology to it about the ear. I mean, this has been good. Good fight. Is he gonna post him? Let's see. So if he gets his, Yep. No, is he?
I don't think.
Or is he just holding his head?
No, I don't think Valentine's gonna give it away yet.
Piper's give him some big ones. Boom. Is he gonna hardway him? Oh. He missed him on that one. You said. Oh, he is bleeding, dude.
A little bit, yep.
Do you think he hardwayed?
I don't know.
I don't think I seen him going down there after that pole shot. He was bent over, but I say he hit it really
Valentine's
good.
not wearing any tape, so if he did, he spit it into his hand.
Yeah. Which some other guys did. We're just trading blow for blow now.
Uh-oh.
That was nice. Off this bottom rope punch. Look at Piper. Oh, Piper's elbow bleeding, or is that just from his? Or is that from?
Oh God, there you go. Just a horror movie choke.
He's going for that ear. He's going for Valentine's ear. Look at him. Oh, he's biting him. The people are eating it up out there too. You can see them.
Yeah, they are.
Valentine, he's powdered out trying to get away.
They're getting their Marlboro Reds ready.
Brings him back in the ring. Well, he rode back from Idaho on that one, didn't he? Oh, Valentine swinging the air. I love it. Oh, eye poke. This is good. There's boom. And it just
I feel like this is
blast.
two guys reacting too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been paying attention. I haven't seen their mouth move once.
No, it's just a fight.
Big cross-body thing. That's what you want to call that. Dive by Piper.
Yeah.
Tope suicida.
Oh, he's gonna get a chair. I thought he's gonna grab that chair. He's got the rope. Oh, he's gonna be with the rope.
He's got the barricade.
Cause he had gum. He'll try to bring the whole thing in the ring. Oh, he did. He got all the way in there with. Oh, get the boots. Oh, look at him.
Oh God!
Oh, he's rope burning him. He was rope burning him. Did you see that? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that in a match. Have you?
No, probably because he shoot rope burned him.
Yeah, I'm saying that had to hurt or not feel good at least.
Man,
nice choking. Oh, there goes the ref.
Sonny Fargo is being really lenient.
Oh, he's hanging him. Oh man, he's got him.
Sonny's like, this is fine, but I don't know. Maybe the bell's wrong. I just haven't noticed.
Yeah, it might have because we got the sound up.
That'd be the best if like Sonny let him hang him, but then after that bump, he's like, all right, we're done.
He bumped him again. Look at they got the Alka-Seltzer.
Yep. Who is that?
Is that Dale Man? I look like Dale Man. Whatever it is, they're trying to get Piper off. He just smacked him, backhanded that dude. He chopped this guy. They can't get Piper off from him. Here comes some more people.
Brothers.
Hey, is that Rick McCord? I think I just saw it. Yeah, look at that foam coming out of his mouth. Yeah, McCord worked in the 83 time from Mid-Atlantic. Man, he is all. They can't get him off. He keeps going back, getting on him. It is. That's Rick McCord.
There he is. Yep. With that flowing blonde hair.
Whoever those guys are, they then got him a cord off and they're carrying Valentine out, looks like. I have no clue who those guys were.
But he sewed his piece of K&H
strap in. Oh, here he comes. Here comes Piper. There comes Piper. Rick McCord is Lee jeans.
Lee jeans and fresh Nikes. Nice polo, looking good. Business cash.
Well, now they're in the back. You can't see what's going on. Well, I think they're back at it again. Yeah, here they come. Oh, they're separating them. Dang, I thought they were back at it again.
Don't make Sonny go roughhouse on you.
Yeah. Piper telling him to get back in the ring. He ain't done. They said, come on back. They stop. I bet the crowd's going nuts. Yeah, I think it's probably this one you definitely got to watch with the volume on.
I just turned the volume on, and I can confirm they are going crazy. This lady
he's tripping. He's tangled up in the rope. You see that?
Yeah. There's a lady in the front row with a random shirt that just has a big J on it. Just a red shirt with a giant black J.
Well,
Fade the black.
That's it.
That was a fight.
What's going on now? What's your screen showing?
Advertisements.
Mine says All-Star Professional Wrestling. It looks like some 70s. It looks almost like Nick Goulis's intro for his Nashville and Chattanooga TV in the late 70s. Exactly what this looks like. I can't see. What is this? So yours went to commercial, mine didn't.
Yeah, well, I have mine saved on a playlist to watch the next week. So it just went to whatever was next on the playlist.
Man, I don't know what this is. This looks interesting. Yeah, the old where they had matches and they just like it's silhouetted out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. This is like, okay, well, it looks like there's a VFW on Gallatin now. It's like the wood paneling. I don't know what this is right here.
Well, you need to save that to your watch later.
Yeah, you got that right. Oh, it says All-Star Wrestling. All-Star Professional Wrestling, Ted Marshall and Tracy Richards versus Chuck Dipsey and Beverly Shade.
Do you know
If I
any
gotta
of
watch
those?
that, it's gotta be a late 70s, early 80s independent. Yeah, I'll watch that later. All right, what do you think about that? That was good. That was a good fight.
That wasn't just a fight. I wouldn't even call it a brawl because a brawl has more wrestling.
That was a fight. Yeah.
I remember there was a knee lift. I'm not going to count elbows as a wrestling move. There was a headlock before he punched him, and that's really about it.
Yeah. The gut buster gimmick.
Oh yeah, there you go. But no, it was a fight, and it was awesome.
And it made sense because the ear, he kept going for that ear, and we finally realized it was taped up some. So yeah, that was really, really, yeah, definitely. That's one of those. It needs to be watched with the sound on.
Yeah.
It makes it, the crowd be all into it, make it even better. Wow.
I was amazed by, I don't know, not how mobile, I guess maybe how mobile that Valentine was.
Really?
Yeah, just because you get so used to, even in WWF, Valentine was a bit of mobile, we'll say that.
Well, when he first got there and was doing those matches against Tito Santana for the Intercontinental belt, he could move, but by the time they put him with Beefcake, no, he's pretty much, yeah. I said, when did he start? Was it 70? I think it was 1970. It's just 72. I thought it was earlier. No, it was 70. Yeah. Babyface Nelson and Babyface Fargo and Johnny Valentine Jr. So he'd been 13 years and still wasn't wearing knee pads. So, that's, so by the time he did get to WWF, his body was shot, really.
I'm sure it was. Well, you got to think too, you talked about him tagging with Beefcake. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. I saw him tagging with Honky.
Oh, you don't remember the Dream Team?
What year was that?
I
went back and watched the Dream Team.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember what I grew up on.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remember him and Honky, actually,
I am too, actually. I don't remember any details or anything, but
Hey, what was the date on this match again?
I believe July 9th, 1983.
Okay,
that may have been when it aired, though. You know how that happened.
Okay, they worked each other on the 9th, actually. They worked it, yeah, so that probably was. This is the old Charlotte Coliseum, but it says on here, Valentine beat Piper by disqualification.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Because Piper tried to saw Valentine's head off and then threw the ref down.
Yeah, that's right. Because, then they worked on the 10th in Asheville. It looks like it's the same finish. And then on the 11th, they worked at Greenville, South Carolina. Piper won by disqualification. So most likely that looked like a big building. That looked like it would be Charlotte. So
what was the rest of the card on the 9th, or do you have that?
I'm pulling it up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm actually having difficulty finding it myself.
I hit the wrong button. Oh, here we go. Well, come on, phone. Well, crap.
After June, it's going straight to August for me. So
I'm trying to get to pull up here. My phone ain't wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, let me get here. Just give me a minute. My phone is not working for some reason.
Did you turn the Wi-Fi back on?
No, I'm used to doing it on my computer. Okay, here's the 9th. Went to another screen. Son of a crap. Oh, yeah, I look better set on my laptop, but I don't want to. Afraid I'll mess up the feed thing here. So, okay, here go Charlotte. Okay, here we go. First match. We got Keith Larson and Rick McCord defeated Gene Anderson and Bill Howard.
Oh wow, they beat an Anderson.
I'm thinking that Bill Howard might be one of those guys. I know one of the other guys is the second match is Assassin #1 defeated Vinny Valentino. He was one of the guys that was helping break apart. He was one that had that little afro.
You know that, or are you just assuming that?
No, that's Vinny Valentine. I know who he looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of reminds you of Don Diamond, but not built. Same hair. But so third match was Jake Roberts defeated Mike Davis of the RPM's fame. Fourth match was Joe LeDuc defeated Dick Slater.
Oh, wow, that's an interesting match.
I know. That's probably a good brawl. Fifth match was the one we just watched. Oh gosh, this sixth match, holy smokes. Dadgummit, my fat finger must have hit the thing. Sixth match, Jack and Jerry Briscoe defeated Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood.
I was really hoping
Good.
you were just going to say the Briscoe brothers, and I was going to be like, oh, Mark and Jay.
Yeah. And then here's, oh gosh, in the seventh match, main event, Ric Flair defeated Harley Race by disqualification. What a card. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that place had to be sold out, surely.
Oh, definitely. I can find the attendance. Sometimes they put the attendance on these. Every now and then they'll have what the gate was on it. Give me 1 second, see if I can find the. So usually they'll have it. No, they don't have the attendance for it. Yeah, that's a card right. That wasn't even the main event, man.
That's insane.
I know. It's like good grief. And that's what you know. What you think about it though? After they seen that just knockdown drag out fight, they're fixing to have a high spot. Well, for that time period, scientific wrestling match. This next match with the Jack and Jerry against Steamboat and Youngblood.
Yeah.
It's going to be a total different match, but so that was set perfect then. Because, you know, if you think about Harley and Flair, it's going to be a mixture, you know.
Yeah.
We'll have some punching. It's going to have a little brawl, wrestling, you know what I'm saying? So that they put those perfect the way they set them up to be able to follow each other, you know. But yeah, that was probably the best technically saying calling it a brawl style, but it was actually just a knockdown drag out fight. So I was happy on that one. That was good.
That was very good.
Like I said, definitely want to watch that one with the sound on because you can see the people popping and jumping up and down and everything, and I just like to hear it with the crowd. But yeah, they kept going back and forth. They get on each other and they cut him off and get it was just good, really good stuff right there. I really like that one. So we got that one down. Where are we going next week for you?
We are going on a midnight train to Memphis.
What?
We are going to Memphis. We're going back to 1978. I found a full match.
Lawler Race.
Wrong.
Lawler Bockwinkel.
Yeah, okay. You can name 2 champions he faced. Who'd he wrestle more than those 2?
Well, no, because I know there's 2 full versions of those out there.
So you may have already seen this one. I have not.
I've never watched them.
Fantastic. This is Nick Bockwinkel versus Jerry Lawler from the Mid-South Coliseum, August 21st, 1978. This is for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship, and a little bonus that you didn't always get when Nick came into the territory. Bobby Heenan's in his corner.
Yep.
I did look up a little bit on this card. It says Mid-South Coliseum drew 11,000, so I'm assuming that's sellout for the Coliseum.
Yeah. Yep.
Funny thing about this, and this is probably something I should say next week, but I'll go ahead and do it now. The show after this makes me wonder about the finish. Drew 4,660. drew less than half.
But what was the card for the next week though too?
The next week would be Terry Sawyer and King Cobra versus Danny Davis and the Bounty Hunter, John Louis and Pork Chop Cash, Steve Kyle, Jackie Welch, Wayne Ferris, and George Weingroff and Bearcat Brown, versus Frankie Lane, Mike. It says Mike Boyer. Is it Mike Boyer?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a Mike Boyer?
Yeah.
Okay. Mike Boyer, Eddie Sullivan, Don Bass, and Hans Schroeder.
That's just a hodgepodge, ain't it?
Yeah. So that was everybody else in the territory who they wanted on the show. There's a World Junior Heavyweight Championship match between Nelson Royal and Tommy Gilbert. That match was probably very good.
Oh my gosh, that match would have been good.
Bill Dundee and Jimmy Valiant in a lumberjack match, and Joe LeDuc and Jerry Lawler for the Southern title.
And that only drew. Wow.
Well, we can go ahead and go through this real quick. This is what was on the sellout show. So obviously in the main event we have Lawler and Bockwinkel with Bobby Heenan for the AWA World title. That's main. But we'll go back from the beginning. Opening match, Pork Chop Cash, Steve Kyle, Bearcat Brown versus Hans Schroeder, Don Bass, and the Bounty Hunter. Who's the Bounty Hunter?
It's one of the Novak brothers.
Okay. NWA Women's Tag Champs. Oh, there's a little history there. Those belts just came back a couple weeks ago. Beverly Shade and Natasha beat Ann Casey and Sherry Lee.
Okay.
I don't know one of them.
And Casey. She worked for a long time.
Any relation to Scott?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I have no idea. Bill Dundee, Dick the Bruiser, Tommy Gilbert, and Wayne Ferris versus Joe LeDuc, Jean-Louis, Jimmy, and Johnny Valiant.
That's just an odd pairing there, too. Wow.
NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Nelson Royal versus Jackie Welch. Well, since you know what the match was the week after, Nelson wins.
Yeah. That'd be a good match. Jackie was a good scientific wrestler, Jackie Welch. That'd have been pretty good.
Vern Gagne versus Eddie Sullivan, which isn't Eddie Sullivan Beefcake?
No. Okay. Eddie Sullivan's old timer from the Gulf Coast area.
Okay.
Eddie Sullivan and Rip Tyler were.
I for some reason I thought like early on when Beefcake was just kind of getting started, he went by like Eddie Sullivan like that. Maybe
no, it's Eddie. It's Eddie Hogan. Eddie.
Oh, so he did like the legit brother thing.
And he did like he did a couple different Eddies.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about all the gimmicks he did, we'll be here all night.
Not talking about that little time period when he was doing the Ken the Hogan gimmick.
Right.
One of them was Hogan and one was, I think, Belia.
Or Boulder, maybe?
Boulder, that's what I meant. Ed Boulder, I'm sorry. Boulder.
Then the semi-main was for...
He went wrestling in 78.
Okay. I don't know.
No, that's what Eddie Sullivan, man. He's an old-timer from... Well, he wasn't an old-timer at that time, but he was a mainstay in Gulf Coast, big time.
The semi-main was for the AWA World Tag Team titles. Greg Gagne and Jim Brunzell versus Frankie Lane and Mike Boyer. And then, of course, the main event was for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship that we will be watching next week.
Cool.
I hate that you knew that whole match was out. That makes me sad.
I've never seen it, though.
That's good. That's good, at least. But, man, it makes me sad. Yeah. I thought I had found something you didn't know existed.
Well, I know existed, but I never watched it, though.
So. Right. We watched some of that one of the Harley ones. So I remember that was the first time I seen it.
For a while, there was a clipped-up version of the Harley one out for a long time, like a 30-minute clipped-up version.
That may have been the one we watched.
And then I know the last 15 years, probably, they've come out with the whole gimmick. So a lot of those Coliseum matches were even after Goulas, when it was just Jarrett to save money, you'd get clipped up ones from the Coliseum even in the late 70s. So yeah, it was which I've never seen either one of the full matches of either one of them.
I'm excited to watch.
This card was pretty good. This following week to go down that far. That's crazy.
Man. And again, that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder about the finish. Right? Did they do something that ticked off the people, or
must have? And was it what was the date on it?
August 21st, 1978.
That's the second show.
Oh no, the second show would be the 28th.
You haven't got the checks yet.
Makes sense.
Think about it. Yeah, people pissed. People ain't got the checks yet. It's the fourth week of the month. They ain't got the checks yet. Your house is gonna be down. That's why I would have get. Well, you couldn't give them a good finish on that belt match, but it just still even with they didn't like the finish. Even it's the fourth week of the month. Money's low. That's still a big drop off. 4,000.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
From 11 to 4, that's almost 7,000 people, ain't it? Give or take, 6,000 and something. That's crazy. What month was that again?
August.
I was like, if in wintertime, maybe have a snowstorm, but in August, not in Memphis. The only snow was that night was in Jimmy Valiant's bag.
There you are, yeah.
Mercy. It's the 70s, man. Everybody was blowing. Was doing blow.
I watched, speaking of, I don't know why this jogged. I think it's because you're talking about Jimmy. I watched a really good on YouTube, a 3-hour Lawler shoot. And I'd never watched a Jerry Lawler shoot before, but I liked it. They didn't get crazy with any of the questions they asked him either.
Imagine that.
But
how did Lawler and Steve Austin get passes? That's all I want to know.
You got a good point.
I mean, especially now.
Two vastly different things, but still.
Well, they were people. There's two different things that are both bad. One's a lot better than the other one, but they're both bad. But they get nowadays where people are getting called out on stuff even from past. Theirs just gets overlooked, and I just don't understand that. But anyway, before I forget, did you watch the Kevin Jones match? Please say you did.
I still haven't. I really haven't.
Oh my gosh, dude, what are you waiting to come watch it? It's a God, man, it's so funny.
Hold on. I am writing it down right now. You see the pen. And done. It will be watched at some point tomorrow. And I'll rewatch it before we do the podcast so we can talk about it, because it seems like you really want to talk about it. So
it's so funny, man. But and if anybody else hasn't watched it, you can go to WMF's YouTube page.
WMF Medium Rare on YouTube.
Yep, check it out. So earlier when we was talking before we started recording, you said you was going to ask me something about a Yang guy.
Okay, yeah. So we were talking about to see if there's any news that's broke in wrestling, and while wrestling has been really cool, nothing's been as big as the last time that we had to cover something modern. However, something did go out on the internet today from former presidential candidate Andrew Yang. He tweeted, "Had a call with the Department of Labor. If you are a current or former WWE performer who feels you are misclassified as an independent contractor, contact," and he links whoever it is, "and let's get you what Vince owes you. Been a long time coming, but this storyline is real." And then after that, he tweeted, "All you have to do is leave," and then tweeted, "Early returns are positive." So this has been something that's long been, I guess, ballied back and forth, right? Are they independent contractors or are they employees? How should they be, registered?
Yeah.
I find it funny that McMahon has been getting away with this for so long personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's paid a lot of people in the right places. Had to.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're in agreement on this, that they're employees.
Okay, I was an independent contractor once. I think you were too, wasn't you?
Yep,
you
was.
Courier?
Yep.
Okay, I know the state of Tennessee, some of the laws that I looked at and everything. Like I said, I was doing a courier thing, so I'm sure some of the stuff's a little different, but I was classified as an independent contractor. And some of the stuff they got to go by, there's no way you can be considered an independent contractor. It's just crazy, Yeah.
Well, like when I did my courier thing, at any point, anybody could run that route for me.
Yeah.
I could contract it out. I could pay them less. I'm getting paid for the route no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In essence, the way we did it is we had somebody else who did it cover us, and we would let them know, hey, pay this person instead. But I could do that at any point. I was an independent contractor.
Yeah.
So by that, they should be able to cancel any of their bookings or go work wherever, right?
Yeah.
The WWE guys should be able to take independent bookings if that's the case, if they're independent contractors.
Yeah, because actually, I worked for two different companies, and I was independent contracted out to places called Express Courier, and the other place was what's it called? Ace. I think it was called Ace, I think. And it was two different courier companies. I do a morning shift, and I do it at Express, and then I do a afternoon shift, a route for Ace. Yeah, because I was independent contractor. I wasn't,
right.
It's I've never really understood it. How he's gotten away, but it's all about money. He has paid people off. All it is to it, to keep it like it is. Do I think they need to be employees? Yeah, by the rules they have to go by. Definitely. How can you make people do drug tests if they're still drug testing legit? How do you make a independent contractor?
Well, it's a drug test. How do you? The only thing I'll say, well, two things that I'll say that they do as far as taking care of their talent really well is if they get hurt in the ring, they cover it. Apparently, that's what they always do.
There's a big time lawsuit there. That's only reason to cover their butt so they won't be sued. That's why they do that.
And then they have the wellness. If you've ever worked for them, they'll put you through rehab type thing.
Yeah, that's good. But if you think about the millions of dollars these guys and girls have made for Vince.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's not an excuse for them not to have insurance.
Yeah, if you're making them, if they can only work for you, they need to be employees.
Yep.
They need 401ks. They need health insurance, 401ks. You know, it's just amazing how it's this day and time. It's still that. It just don't. I just don't see how it's gotten by. You know, like I said, this way for so long. In these day
And
and
I've
time.
seen the argument out there that, oh, that's going to hurt other companies and independent companies. No, it's not, because I'm not signed to a contract to any of those independent companies. If I call in and say I'm not going to be there, I mean, it might personally be held against me. They may not call me back to fulfill that job, but it's not going to hurt my wrestling status.
No.
You know what I mean? And then the other companies, like ROH guys can still take indie bookings. MLW guys can still take indie bookings. Impact guys,
totally different.
NWA guys, AEW guys.
It's a big company, $1 billion company. You know,
it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah. Think about that.
You know, you got like, okay, you work for Apple. You're an employee. You can't go do side jobs for Microsoft.
Right.
Okay, but you're employed through Apple. You get benefits and everything. You work for New York or WWE. You can't work for nobody else, but you don't get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the reason why you work for a company. You know, you work that company, get your benefit. You can't go nowhere else. You know, because you're an employee there. It don't make sense. It just don't. You know. So, and they've paid so good through the years. Nobody's really. You know, you've had people here and there. You know, little steak here and there, but yeah, I mean, there hadn't been
more guys who weren't being used a lot.
I mean, you have a few through the years, but as long as that, you know, say the last 20 years, where you know, you think about the last 20 years, there hadn't been. You'd figure there'd be more the way, just business wise, just the way everything is, you know, in the real world, business wise. Last 20 years, you figure a lot more people would be raising more stink about it, but they just don't. You know, not enough. So I think it's going to take somebody like this Yang guy that's out of it. It doesn't have anything in it, you know.
And I agree with that too, because it's always been like a group of the boys, and it'll just get shut up. But you've got this guy who has this platform, and has been talking about since before the election. Yeah.
So I don't want to keep up with it, but I hope something does, because I mean, there's a lot of money coming to that company. I mean, a lot of those guys make good money, but you have no insurance.
And a third of that money is going to the government.
Yeah, you got to pay your own taxes. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, you know, it just I don't know. It's so old system that needs to be done away with. And here's another thing, it really shocked me when they went public, traded. It stayed the way it did.
Yeah,
that's why I agree. That's what I can't believe is it didn't. You know, I figured that'd been one of the first things that happened when they went. You know, that happened, that they would change it, but I don't know. Well, you know, even if you got your money dropped, if say you do get paid as much, but you got health care, retirement, you know, and just having them do your taxes, you know, taking your taxes out for it, that's a big headache you got to worry about, you know?
Yeah.
And keeping up with your expenses, to do off on your taxes.
Well, and then you still keep up with what you pay for, because they're not going to start paying for the costuming and stuff. They're still going to always have to pay for that, but you can still write that stuff off and get even more back. You know what I mean? Or even let, you know what I mean? Like right now they're writing that stuff off to try to break even or pay in as little as possible.
Yeah.
Then they'll be able to write it off, and it'll actually go against what they paid. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll have to have paid in less. Yeah. It won't count as much as it does when you're an independent contractor.
No. It really counts some. The truth is, most likely it's not going to matter. I mean, unless you're just getting new gear every week, you know.
Dude, some of those WrestleMania gears alone.
Well, it depends on who you are. I mean, you know.
I mean, yeah, it does. But like a lot of those people on WrestleMania, you know, they spend $1,000 or more on their gear.
Well, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what Charlotte paid when she had Rick's robe cut into that robe?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about stuff like that. But
dude,
the majority, just not if you didn't have your, just the regular. If you just had regular gear and stuff, it wouldn't be enough to.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody has regular gear anymore. Like a kid just that I helped train, just that rock. It's a someone's Rockware company or Rockaware company or something like that. But they make all that like the Bray Wyatt gear and stuff like that. The like really detailed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He got a jacket, long tights, knee pads. I think that's it. $1,300.
Wow.
Bro, I'm so glad I wear a singlet with a couple letters on it and a lightning bolt on the butt. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless you're making big time money, you don't need that stuff. That's crazy.
I tend to agree, but hey, he likes high quality things, so that's good on him. But but regardless, like, so the gear can get super high,
Yeah.
especially for like that level. You know what I mean?
So they don't have people making their gear at the thing no more?
It's not everyone uses that person. You know what I mean? And actually, I believe the original gear person is one of the AEW gear people.
But didn't they have like a lady that did like just like not really?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have two gear people at AEW who are at their shows. One's the lady who used to be with WWF, and they've got a couple others. And the other, his name is Clint. He's from Georgia, and he makes really good stuff. But
Clint?
I forgot what he used to wrestle as. I forgot what his. I think
RM.
No. Rick's down at AEW with us.
You mean
NWA? I mean NWA with us. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah.
Brother, I got some news. No.
I'm even holding out on what is it?
Yeah, but no. Rick Michaels does the gear at.
Okay, I knew he was somebody, but yeah. But I know I used to say that lady up there would make some. If it wasn't,
the African American lady.
Yeah.
She's with AEW now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She always did like Sean's and Taker's, and you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
I think she did Brett's. I mean, Brett was K&H for a long time, but
yeah,
like when Brett started getting a little more flashy.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no way K&H did those paint drop tights that Brett had.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I know that one.
No way.
I was going to say he switched with those because those K&H didn't do that. So.
Yeah. I mean, K&H did some of his, stuff with like the black flames going down the side of the paint tights and stuff like that. It's like that was pretty intricate for K&H, but when I saw those paint drops, I'm like, there's no way.
No, yeah.
that was too much work right there. There's no way.
Yeah.
I wonder who Steve Austin used to just get plain black trunks all those years.
Do what?
I wonder who Steve Austin used just to get plain black trunks all those years.
Probably that lady, because that's easy to make.
Yeah. Can you just whip a pair up for me once a month?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, she can make them at 9 of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
I like that going from Andrew Yang with us talking about people who make gear, but regardless, though, so we are in agreement that it's about time. I don't know if anything will come of it, but I think this is the best shot of it ever happening.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is definitely the best shot they ever had.
So I don't know, but that's kind of like the in the modern news right now because I can't think of anything else that.
Well, NXT did their new. I watch NXT maybe once every 2 months. They did the new NXT 2.0 Tuesday. Man, it reminds me. Somebody went back. You remember like 90, 91-ish? Neon colors were really popular. Fluorescent orange and pink and green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was like 92-ish. They had the WWF logo above the entrance with the rainbow color, like you know what I'm saying? And everything was all really light and and it was all, like I said, the neon fluorescent colors. This is what this reminds me of. Have you seen the logo?
Oh yeah, I have.
It reminds me, and it's just all bright white and all these colors. It reminds me of just the clothing and stuff from the early 90s. It's real bright fluorescent neon colors. It's like 30 years. It looks like it would be 30 years ago. And I don't know. It's got white ropes now. The room they're in, I mean, it's completely lit up. It's crazy. It's weird. So
it looks like a studio.
I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at, but
I mean, with studio audiences, they usually completely light them. So is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
like the audience
but it's brighter than any studio I ever seen. It is lit up like a Christmas tree in there, man. It's lit up. It is so bright. And just all those colors, the white ropes, and everything, it just makes it. I don't know what they were going for, but
I'll have to give it a look.
is it?
No, I said I'll have to give it a look.
Oh, they said it's a popular look, and I was like, I don't know. It just seemed. I don't know. I just remember the early '90s. Just those bright colors on everything. Remember? I don't know if you remember that there was those hypo shirts, whatever that would change colors.
Yes, vaguely, I do remember them.
Yeah, it just really everything just bright and it just I don't know. It don't look. It just looks like something from the early '90s, man. It just not wrestling wise, but just wrestling. But like I said, then around '92, '93ish, they did get their logo was colored over the entrance there for a while. So it just reminds me that they had that idea. And I was like, well, let's go. So I don't know. I didn't hold on anybody on the show anyway. So
yeah, they let go of everybody.
It's like people I never heard of. A lot of them never heard of. But if you're ever in Owensboro, Kentucky, I highly recommend the Texas Roadhouse. Man, it was so good. We stopped there on the way up.
I recommend Texas Roadhouse anywhere. That's my favorite steak place.
This one up here in Bowling Green, the new one, we went to it a few weeks back. Yeah, it's a little shaky, but this one was really.
You just remind me and the wife are about to have to need a date night, aka I need a steak night.
Get you a big old steak. Now, don't be going to get no tube steak now.
I have what I want. It's my diet.
I was like, you going to know something? I was like, he's going to know something. Hey, steak's a steak, man.
That's it, man. Protein.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, yeah, we plugged Monty's WMF page. Go check that out. Go check out Scott Till, crowbarpress.com. If you see Chris Michaels at a show, grab a book. Go to his Facebook page.
I'll be doing just that this weekend. So yeah, get Indestructible, the Chris Michaels story.
Yep, and you pick up his book.
Your Facebook page.
My
UWA
Facebook page.
Luthez, 1976.
Yeah, go check that out. I posted, but I think now because I was going to start posting up all the the applications for the to run the towns, but it's like 90 something towns. I was like, I might put a few here and there up, but I was like, it's kind of boring.
So you're trying to post every day, right?
I was, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm post every day or not.
Well, just keep that stuff up, and it's content to do down the road. I can't think of anything interesting to post. Hey, here's this where they tried to run whatever town.
Yeah, I probably what I'm do is I've been last past week. I've been 2 weeks. I did posted whatever week that week the card for that Tuesday night, and then I've been posting the Goulas card for Wednesday night to compare them. Because they were in opposition. I've been doing that. I've been doing that once a week, so I'm gonna keep that. And I might, like I said, in this every now and then throw in because there were some oddball towns that they was going to run that just there's a town was that Willette up in Macon County. It's on the Macon County Jackson County line. I think there's maybe 30 people living in that town. So if they were going to try to run it. They had a license to run. They even had their license to run it. So stuff like little oddball town. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, man, that pizza's killing me. Little oddball towns like that, I'll probably post, about it and stuff. But yeah, go check it out. Anything else? Go check out your match on NWA.
Yep.
3-way match you had.
Yeah, Fight TV, NWA Power. And if you feel obliged, pick up a shirt over at prowrestlingtees.com/Jeremiah Plunkett. And I haven't even talked to you about this, but we'll talk in the next couple of days. I might have an idea about getting a store specifically for the podcast. And some of those designs we've been having fun shooting back and forth to each other, we can make into real things.
Cool. That sounds good. Yeah, so look out for that coming hopefully soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Anything else we need to plug?
I think we hit them all. I'm going to feel terrible if we miss somebody, but I believe we hit them all.
Yes, I try not to write stuff down anymore. Just try to go off the top of my head. But I think we got everybody, our usual suspects. Are you anywhere this weekend?
This weekend I will be in, and as far as this weekend, depending on when you're listening to this, September 18th, I will be in Lexington, Tennessee at the Henderson County Fair. And then September 22nd, I'll be in Fayetteville, Tennessee at the Lincoln County Fair. It's fair season, folks. And then September 25th, I will be in Morrison, Tennessee for Tennessee All Pro Wrestling. Yeah, and then just a couple dates in October, and then I go on the honeymoon 5 months later.
Hey, at least 5 months make it, hey, it make it even better. You had to wait,
We did a little 2-day getaway after the wedding, but this is the real honeymoon. We're doing 5 days in Disney and then 3 days in Daytona Beach. So we needed those 5 months to pay for this.
You had to pay for a wedding. Yeah, you wanted to recuperate from that and then save up for that. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense right there on that. So
yeah.
All right. So where'd you say we were going next week?
Going to Memphis. Midnight train to Memphis.
Right. Yeah, so next week we'll be in Memphis, watching some good old 70s Memphis wrestling. So you got anything else to add?
I'm good.
If you're done, I'm done. Stick a fork in her, she's done. For Jeremiah Plunkett, Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. Thanks for listening and God bless.
Bye-bye, everybody.